Almost locked myself out of the house. That was close. Ooh. You have a lot of shit going on. You just like, you feel like you have a lot of stuff to do, but then you're not getting anything done. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel right now. One thing I'm always trying to focus on when I'm doing squats is instead of sitting back into it and curving that low lumbar spine, like that low back, is I'll try to keep as flat as the back as I can and arch forward just a little bit. So instead of staying straight like this and curving the back, you guys, I just kind of keep it straight, lean forward, and let the weight bring me down and squeeze the bar on my back. So that's one thing. Legs has always been a struggle for me. I don't have strong legs, but I'm gonna totally work towards it for sure. So just finished up with those Romanian deadlifts there, and something that I really tried to focus on now is keeping the arms as close as I can to my body. And when I'm working on my glutes, because that's something I really need to work on because my glutes are weak, is having a slight bend in the knee and pushing the ass back and getting that full stretch in the glutes. And then when I come up, all I'm thinking about is like squeezing something between my ass cheeks, like really like contracting the glutes. That's something I definitely like. My glutes are so weak, you guys. I think I would have a huge strong squat if I had stronger glutes. And so Romanian deadlifts I'm not really too familiar with, but this is something that I've been really working on lately when I do legs, and it's really helped me tremendously. These single leg Smith machines, they're insane. So this is something I've been really focusing on, and it's a hard movement for me to still learn. This is something I highly recommend though if you really want to get those quads pumping and get some size in those quads. But also I feel like this movement has to be, you have to take your time with it. You cannot rush it because the pain, it hurts. Training legs in general hurts, right? But when I really focus on this movement and go a little bit slower, try to keep that constant tension throughout the whole movement, this is something that I always try to focus on when I'm doing this movement. So I do usually like to save this for a little bit later. And I'll stick to those heavy compounds, of course, in the beginning of my workout. So these kettlebell side lunges, guys, honestly, I'm so used to doing machines like hamstring curls, leg extensions, which is great. But also you have to remember when you're trying to grow or you're trying to excel in a certain area when it comes down to building muscle, you have to change things up because the body is going to get used to it, right? So these ones, like, I don't have great flexibility. So you can see that in my hamstrings and my abductors, it's really tight. So, but this one I'm really trying to focus on keeping my core really tight, and again, focusing on those quads and pushing through with my heel when I come up. It's a great exercise. Now, I'm out of breath, holy. So I'm gonna show you guys something here that I have focused on to help me with my squat. So this exercise, don't look anybody in the eye, just trust me on this. So this is called the pelvic rock back. So essentially you're just gonna go on the floor. I'm gonna show it what it looks like here, but you're gonna go on the floor, you're gonna spread your knees out, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna rock back and forth. And what you're gonna look for is you don't want that curvature in your low lumbar, that low spine there, because when you squat and you're going lower into depth, maybe a little bit lower than 90 degrees, you don't want your back to curve like that, okay? So you want to keep a neutral spine throughout the whole movement. So something that what you do is you either push your feet or your knees out just a little bit more so that you can find the perfect position that works for you.
So this pelvic rock back is gonna help a ton to help you kind of get in the right position when it comes down to squatting. This is something that I've actually just started kind of playing around with because I just don't feel strong enough in my squats yet. So yeah, these are some of the leg exercises that I do now to really focus on growing my legs, because that's something that I need to focus on. Essentially, I just want to have a well-rounded physique, maybe even potentially compete in classic someday, because men's physique is not really known for their legs.